Well, Savour the Southeast is going to be upon us here in Medicine Hat September 25th to October 1st. And so on today's show, Leanne and I are running around town celebrating local producers. We're starting here at the Mad Hatter Roastery, of course. They roast their own beans, so we have to load up with our caffeine because we can't really function without it, obviously. And then we're going to be heading out to Redcliffe to talk with a local baker. We're going to have that and so much more, celebrating our local producers here on Go in the next half hour. Okay, seatbelt, safety first, and off your right foot.
Well, we are out at Redcliffe Bakery talking to the co-owner, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
All right, so tell me a little bit about the bakery here.
Well, we started here 23 years ago. My partner Ken and I were doing construction. Ken's a carpenter by trade, and he decided he would change careers, and we bought this place, and we've been going strong ever since.
Going from carpenter to bakery.
Yes, you bet.
All right, so what kinds of things do you do here at the bakery? I mean, obviously, you kind of walk in here and you can see there's lots of things to buy.
Yeah, we are a scratch bakery. We do all our breads and buns from scratch. There are some things that we bring in frozen that are easier to buy than to make. But most of the stuff, 99% of the stuff we make from scratch right here. So.
All right, so obviously early mornings to get everything going. So what is it like?
Well, the guys start at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they'd get all the bread and the buns going, and then I come in later, most days anyway. But yeah, it just keeps us all going. Yeah, we've got 16 employees here, and it's growing from just the two of us.
Absolutely. Okay, so what is your favorite thing to make?
Pastries. I kind of like doing that. It's a little easier, can play with it, and more fun.
Okay, so where can people find products from Redcliffe Bakery? I mean, you say that there's a lot of things out in the city and to schools?
Yeah, we supply some of the restaurants in town and in Medicine Hat, and schools are a big source of income for us. They support us all over, 7 persons to Walsh and in Medicine Hat too. Yeah.
So you're everywhere. Now, why do you think it's so good to have something that's so fresh?
Well, everybody likes fresh stuff. You don't want to eat stale stuff. I mean, if you're going to buy stuff that's pre-made, I mean, that's God knows when it was made when you get it. I mean, we make stuff here every day. It's very little stuff is ever thrown out. Anything that is distressed, we give to the Dream Center, and then they give it to the needy people.
Yeah. Okay, so how can people find more information about the bakery?
Facebook, and come here.
Okay, Paul, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming up.
All right, well, later on in the show, we're going to check out some more local producers, so stay tuned right here on Shaw TV.
Well, now we are over at Westland Produce. It's one of many greenhouses here in Redcliffe, and we have so many incredible producers here in Southeast Alberta, as we've talked about. Of course, all of the greenhouse produce that we see here a lot of it goes to Red Hat Co-op and then is distributed right across our country. But what's great about living here in Medicine Hat, Redcliffe, Bow Island, that area, is you get to come to the greenhouses to pick up some of your produce. So what Leanne and I are going to do is we got our buns from Redcliffe Bakery. We're now going to pick up some of the stuff that we want to put on a sandwich, and then we're going to take it to one of our local cafes and have them actually put together a sandwich for us. Now, normally you don't have to take the food to the cafe, but today, because we're celebrating Savour the Southeast, we're going to do so. So let's check things out. We got a tomato, so we need that. We want to get some mini cucumbers. We'll get a bag of those and some lettuce. Of course, we need some lettuce. All right, so we're gonna do that. Now, while I'm here, might as well pick up some green beans for dinner tonight, and how about some herbs? Okay. Now here's the really cool thing is with all of these kind of micro markets that you see at these greenhouses, you don't see people working in them. You just pay in the can. Okay, so now we're gonna head back to town and see what else we can find for local producers here on Go.
Christy and I have been traveling all around during our show to find some of our local producers. But where do you find out where you can eat some of their local products during Savour the Southeast? So we stopped by the visitor center to see where you can find out some of that information. So let's head inside. Hello. Now when you come to the visitor center, there's always some friendly people to help you out here. Abby, you might recognize her from a few stories on our show. So Abby, Savour the Southeast is coming up here in Medicine Hat. How can people find out more information about some of the restaurants that are available, that feature some of the local products?
Yeah, we've got the awesome dig-in guide that's going to be printing pretty quick. It will have a bunch of them here at the visitor center and at local restaurants. It's got a bunch of information on the Savour the Southeast. So in there you got producers, you've got the different restaurants that are participating, so it's going to be pretty cool. And then all the other restaurants in town, so you can find your great place to go for supper. And then also social media. We've Savour the Southeast on Facebook and stuff like that. So.
All right, so people can just stop into the visitor center and pick up this dig-in guide?
You betcha.
All right, well, Christy and I have a lot more places to visit throughout town, so let's hit the road. Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Well, welcome back to the show. Again, we are talking all about Savour the Southeast. It's happening September 25th until October 1st, and now we're out on the other side of town. We're out towards Irvine, and we're at Deerview Meats. I'm joined by one of the co-owners, Perry. And Perry, first of all, for anybody who hasn't made their way out this way yet, tell us a little bit about what you guys do out here.
Well, we're kind of a full facility, so we're from start to finish. The animals come here in live form and straight through to a full jerky or pepperoni.
Okay, so I understand that whatever you guys sell has to be farmed animals, but you guys also do, if hunters bring something in, you can do that for them as well.
Oh yes, we have a full uninspected program. Okay. We have, our facility's got two divisions, so we do the inspected side plus my uninspected side, which is separate from that. So yeah, okay. Absolutely.
I know that a lot of people know you guys for the sausage that you guys do here. What's one of your favorites?
You know what? I kind of get on a kick. I'll like a sausage for a little while, and then I'll be on another sausage. We have some there. We have, of course, pork varieties to beef varieties. Our Farmers has always been a foundation sausage. It's an old family recipe. Smoky bacon. We have taco sausage, cheeseburger. So yeah, we have 52 in-house flavors.
Unbelievable, and always more coming. Not just sausage, you guys do every kind of cut of meat. So as we're celebrating our producers during Eat Local Week, we also want to recognize where you guys are located. So you're sending your product, I understand, kind of around Western Canada. Where can people find Deerview meat?
Well, we've got our local co-op centers. They're good outlets for us. They're great supporting local businesses. So we're really grateful that we do business with them. I also do a little bit of work with some restaurants. So you know, we just try to help out whoever needs a product and they want it from some local, our local farmers and ranchers. We can facilitate that.
I also understand that anybody who's traveling into kind of the Banff area and that sort of thing, you send stuff out that way?
Yeah, well, that was how we started this So we originally started as a diversified supplier, so it was whitetail deer, and we've grown that whole business. probably 80 to 90% of my product goes into the Rocky Mountain corridor.
Okay.
So we do supply them with the diversified, like the white-tailed deer and stuff like that. My facility, though, with the amount of volume and product that we do here, we are 90% a beef plant. So
Okay.
yeah.
You guys are passionate about this. I know you've been doing it for a long time. What do you love about it?
You know what? Because it's never routine. Until they start cloning animals, thank God they don't do that yet, but everything is different and it must be evaluated different. We do the grading here. Our facility is a little bit unique where we actually do yield testing.
Okay.
So it's always been a thing where a producer brings a product or to us, whether it be an uninspected or inspected. The question is did we get all our product back, or is this my product? When we yield test, we do a full tracking and tracing of that product. So we provide all the numbers and the weights, so that we can prove that it is your animal, we can prove that it is your product. And then we also identify the quality of the product for the producer. So a lot of times they don't know what it looks like. So this way they'll be able to say, yes, you know what, thanks for giving us that information, because now we know how we want to cut it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. For anybody who hasn't made their way out here before, how do people find you guys out here?
Oh, we're pretty. It's just a big green building that's 19 kilometers. Yeah, we're just east of Medicine Hat. It's a nice little drive. Just for a conversational piece, I did have some people that say, "Well, it's so long to drive outdoors." So I did a test from the lodge to the bottom of Kingsway. It takes longer than from the lodge to here. So.
It's like driving in town.
That's right.
All right, Perry, I really appreciate your time today. Thanks for joining us.
Super. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, stick around. We have a little more here on Go. We got to find out what we're going to do with all this fabulous product we've gotten today, including some sausage right here from Deerview Meats. Well, here we are at the end of our tour, going all the way around the city, visiting some of our producers across the region. Of course, Savour the Southeast is not just about Medicine Hat.
No.
It's about Southeast Alberta. So also looking at places like House Basement Brewery, one of our brand new producers that opened up with beer. We've got the Hats Olive Tap just opened up downtown, and also places out in Bow Island, Tabor, that sort of thing.
Yeah, they have bean farms out there. I mean, there is so many products, producers that come out of southern Alberta.
It's really
crazy.
exciting.
Yeah, so we've been traveling around all day, got some products, and we came to Inspire Cafe to, it's kind of weird. We brought food into a restaurant to ask them to make us a sandwich.
Which typically you don't have to do, as we said. They provide the food, but they use a lot of the local producers. Inspire Cafe isn't the only place. Tons of locally owned restaurants in Medicine Hat, Red Cliff area, they use our local producers, and they put together things like this.
So we started at Red Cliff Bakery with the onion Kaiser bun, and we went to Westland Greenhouses and got some cucumbers and tomatoes and the lettuce. Then we ended up out at Deerview Meats and got some elk sausage. And this is the final product.
I'm so excited to try this. If you want some more information about Savour the Southeast and everything that's going to be taking place, there are so many restaurants that are actually taking part in the week, the Eat Local Week. You can get more information on their website, which is savourthesoutheast.ca. But for now, I think we're going to savor a little bit of Southern Alberta cuisine. Cheers!
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Go.